when I close my eyes, a pure reflection of that which I hold inside. So curious when we met, I had to explore you. A few years later I got bored and ignored you, but since you've been gone, I want you back over 200 miles away from where I'm at. And I walked that length just to meet you on High Street and hold it to the sunrise on Rock Beach. Cruise up your coastline like I saw mine, picture that. Damn, I should've froze time, but we can't, so we must move on. Relationships make it hard to get your hustle on. I wanna ask, will you always be there for me? If I make it back, can we start a family? I know I upped and left you, and I'm out on my own, but you're the only place I have I can call my home, and that's why.
As long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as I know that you're never too far from me, as long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as I know. It became too much to handle, I just wanted to leave. Afraid of commitment, though yeah, everything I need, and made me who I am to a certain degree. You're like a breath of fresh air when I needed to breathe, but left without warning cause I saw myself trapped. Like where I wanted to be wasn't where I was at, and I was getting comfortable, way too relaxed. Maybe in a perfect world I'd have a chance to go back. We had an understanding where they're having to speak, and spent time together walking down Water Street. I did my first drugs when you made my first love, and you gave me memories I'm always gonna keep. But it was difficult, and there were things I had to do. Now I'm out here in the world trying to find another you. I'm sorry that I left, even though it's for the best, but you'll always be home, and it's where my heart rests, that's why. As long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as I know that you're never too far from me, as long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as I know. They say if you love it then leave it, if it's meant it'll return. But when things fell apart I wasn't really concerned. That's when I was young, guess you live and you learn. Now I work for where I'm headed and let the past burn. Though I'll never take away what you gave me, even on the worst days when you drove me crazy. Wouldn't trade in a single second, you're amazing. I was just too far gone for you to save me.
Yeah, and you might be the ex, but you're always my first love. You held me down in the worst of times, word up. Sleepless nights, feeling abandoned. Jumped in the whip, doing 100 to Hampton. Met you at the wall and explained it all, and that's why to this day you remain my all. I love to catch you in full, but I had to leave forever. The air I breathe and the blood I bleed, and that's why.
As long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as I know that you're never too far from me, as long as you know that you're never too far from me, as long as you know that you're never too far from me.
I've seen so much in the past 3.5 months, and I've had so much fun and made so many different friends and had so many experiences, and these people have been at this bar that I go to on the weekends every night in these same seats doing the same things, and it just made me think, like, I gotta get out of here.
But you were looking for something that I couldn't purchase, and you went out to find it on the low behind my back. I could see it in your eyes, I didn't even have to ask. So we ended, and it was like your heart turned cold, became a broken soul, started going out of control. No longer innocent, the many men you're sleeping with, got many friends you're sleeping with, yet you still fuck like it's irrelevant. Trying to ease the pain, you're popping pills like they were medicine. Get with who's ever selling them, you're living in hell. I just pray that you can make it out, come to your senses. When I said I saw beauty, and you know that I meant it, but you won't be the last. You're not the first. People sell themselves short today, acknowledge what they're worth, cause it's a long way to go when you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going when you're lost. It's a long way to go when you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going when you're lost.
Yeah, it's been a long, cold night since you've been gone. I'm still trying to figure out where the shit went wrong. I took your picture out just to see your face again. I feel it hurts even more that we're no longer friends. But in the end, I guess the lesson's as good as gold. Still all my friends keep telling me I should have known. But when are they right? For once in their life, or maybe twice. Saw the trust in her eyes, so I didn't heed no advice. I stopped breathing at nights until my heart started bleeding. I lost all feeling, turned to God for the healing. I know he's looking after a child as well. Had to sacrifice a life to maybe better ourselves. I found my heaven through hell, resurrecting my soul. I pray you learn it from the past before you let it go. The branch that held the